Hi, and welcome today to Cooking with Miss Rice. My name is Miss Rice, and I will be going and showing you how to make a simple fried egg. For our tools, we will not be using the whisk. This is for another video later, I'm afraid. And we have one egg of your choice. I prefer to have large eggs. Color doesn't really matter to me once you cook them. A bowl to go and put the shell in, since the trash can is a little bit away from me. A non-stick cooking spray. One flipping spatula, and over here, already warming up, one frying pan. Now, to start off with, I want to let you know my frying pan is currently set to about 5 on my stove top. I find medium heat tends to make it a little easier to cook what I need. I also want you to make note that for safety, I have the handle going over the countertop. This makes it less likely to bump into anything, or if I accidentally have another burner on, it means I'm less likely to burn myself. Now, the first question people always ask is, well, how do I know how hot the pan is if it's hot enough? There's a couple different ways. The most sanitary way I find is going just lightly putting your hand on and seeing if you feel the heat. If you feel the heat coming off the pan pretty well from above the rim, I'd say by about ½ inch to 1 inch, then you're doing good. Now, before I pop my egg in, I'm going to hit it with my spray. You may choose to use something like lard or butter. Just put in enough to kind of get the pan a little bit greased. Even if it's non-stick, it does help with the flavor amongst other things. Quick little spray. You see I coated the bottom nicely. That way no matter where the egg goes. Unfortunately, not all ovens and stovetops are completely balanced, so you want to make sure the whole pan is properly lubricated. Now, this is easy. Crack it, drop it down. As you can see, the pan is already nice and hot, so we already have that nice white from the protein being chemically changed, allowing the process to occur. Now, some people go and ask me why I choose to do 5 instead of like on high heat. You can certainly do it on high heat, but I find, especially for beginner cookers, chefs, however you want to refer to yourself as, I find that it's a lot less problematic if I just have it on medium, because then I can monitor it a little bit better. It's not as likely to burn as quick, and I think the texture just comes out better as well. The level of heat you have on food does affect things like the texture and taste, so I just find it gives it a slightly nicer, softer texture, which I like. Now at this point, we're waiting for this to look pretty white around the edges. We have a lot of good white here where it's thin. I'm looking for it to be just a little less opaque over here on the side. But we can already see it's popping nicely. We can hear the sizzle. Only thing that'd make this better is some bacon or turkey bacon or whatever it is you like to have, I think. Maybe some toast. Okay, now I'm going for what's called an over-easy egg. Over-easy means the yolk, the yellow part right here, is going to remain soft. If I want a hard yolk, then I'm going to cook it a little bit longer on each side so that the yolk gets thoroughly cooked. However, I like my eggs, as I said, on the soft side. So we're just going to carefully get this under. Oh, there we go. Flip it over. Now, let's see if we can't zoom in just ever so slightly. Hopefully you can see on the camera, but you can also already see that there's some hard yellow here. That's where the yolk was already starting to cook pretty well. So if I had left it on this side for another minute on medium, it wouldn't have burned, but the yolk would have been more cooked. And I'm really just going to try and give this enough time for the white to finish cooking. I don't like soft white, but I love a soft yolk. If you're not sure, just keep an eye on the color to see when it looks like this is starting to turn pretty yellow instead of orange right here, and you should be good to go. Alright, about now is where I like it. Cook it a little longer if you like your yolk a little harder. And it looks like I'm having a little trouble getting it out of the pan. That's fine. Since we lubricated this pretty well, I can just slide it onto the plate, put the pan on the back burner, turn off the heat, and here I have a delicious fried egg for consumption. All right, everybody. So, until next time, happy cooking!